Convention week is upon us. A little Sunday morning Simulation Football League action to close out week 3. We are in St. Louis, Missouri as you take a look at the Gateway Arch, leading everybody to the western frontier as the 1-1 Gladiators are trying to get the Baltimore Vultures their first loss of the season as they come in undefeated. Welcome inside the broadcast booth. I'm Jeff Melanition, and my partner for this matchup is Chad Nebels. Chad, looks like we got a good one on our hands here today for week 3.
Oh yeah, this should be a really good game. These two teams actually have only met twice in the past, Jeff. Both times Baltimore walking away with the win. And if St. Louis is looking to change that this week, Christian Brown's going to have a better game than he did last week. So we'll see how he does, if he still has those kind of rookie jitters to him, or if he's going to come out and finally give St. Louis that win over the Vultures that they've been looking for.
Sounds good, Chad. This is shaping up to be a good matchup here. Again, Baltimore undefeated 2-0. St. Louis 1-1 coming into this one. And man, this is sure shaping up. I know Chad alluded to it. The last two meetings was season 11, where Baltimore won 17-14. And then last season, season 15, Baltimore won handily 34-7. And Chad, what are your keys to the matchup here for this one before we get this one kicked off?
Oh, St. Louis is going to have to keep away from the interceptions this week. I mean, they had a lot last week against LA. And Baltimore, really not much they need to change. They've just been kind of kicking. They've had the gas pedal down, and they just hadn't stopped.
St. Louis will kick this one away as we will get this matchup started. Taz Van Wolfsinkel has the ball on the tee, and we are underway from Gateway Coliseum. Fielded around the 10, brought up to the 32-yard line, and we'll see Jack Wigmore, the 6'4", 224-pound quarterback in his third season. On the season, he's 72 of 93 for 982 yards, which is second in the SFL, and 7 touchdowns which is second in the SFL as well.
Yeah, Jack Wigmore, I get the feeling they're probably going to come out, though, with the run right here and see if they can just kind of catch the St. Louis defense off guard.
4-down defensive lineman to counteract Baltimore's offense. Split back in the backfield behind Wigmore from under center as he delivers out wide, as it's going to be caught by Jimmy Hazard, who makes his first grab, but is going to be stopped for a loss of 3 on the play.
Yeah, he probably should have just let that play develop just a tad bit more to give Hazard time to turn up. Instead, he kind of caught him, I guess, when Hazard really wasn't expecting it. He stumbled, giving that St. Louis defense time to catch him behind the line.
Already on the first play, 3 yards behind the original line of scrimmage. 2nd and 13, just underway from Gateway Coliseum. Wigmore again under center, quick drop, and he's going to fire that, and that's going to be caught. Slant route works to perfection, and for the first time, it's going to be Matt Chima, who has 16 receptions for 307 yards and a touchdown on the season.
Yeah, Matt Chima was able to get that slant route. He got in front of the linebacker. There was nothing linebackers really could do about that play, and you see the result with the completed pass.
Brings up a 3rd and 2 opportunity for Baltimore. Can the defense get off for St. Louis? No. And Hazard will get enough for the first down as the wrap-up tackle by Freeman Peltier.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about on the first pass when he went out to dump it off to Hazard. You got to let that running back get that turned up before you throw it to him. If not, more than likely the play is going to happen behind the line there. He was able to get it on the run and get him that first down.
122.2 QBR for Wigmore coming into this matchup, though we've only seen 2 games, so still plenty of season left to go. Up in the air, and that's going to be incomplete as Colin Douglas was there for the pass deflection.
Yeah, Douglas was not fooled there. He saw that play from the word go, watched it all the way, and got that paw in there to break that pass up.
Brings up 2nd and 10. So you take a look at big linebacker for St. Louis sitting there getting ready to go as Wigmore again under center. 2 receivers to the top of the formation for him. He's going to throw it to the tight end, and that's going to be Lloyd Graham Jr. coming up with his first grab as Colin Douglas there in the vicinity for the tackle.
Yeah, great out route by Graham Jr. there. Even better by Roger Law, who came up to put a stop to it. because that looked like that may have been going for a first down because he had gotten behind Douglas a little bit. So great play by Law to stop that short of the first down marker.
Yeah, second down picks up 7, so a very manageable third down. Full house in the backfield, handoff to Hazard, and he's not going to get close. Just lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage, though, as Freeman Peltier again with another tackle, his second on the morning so far, and it's going to bring up 4th and 3.
Yeah, Hazard thought he had the corner there until Peltier came up and just, hit him hard in the backfield, was able to stop him. Great defensive stand by St. Louis there.
So 1 first down on the drive, and then it stalls out after, and the punt by the punter for Baltimore, Pablo Gates, as St. Louis will start at their own 19, as we'll take a look at Christian Brown, a 6'6", 220-pound quarterback in his second season with St. Louis. He's 53 of 74 on the season for 579 yards, 2 touchdowns. Coming in with a 69.6 QBR, so a little, got to bump that up just a little bit for St. Louis, as he'll start in the shotgun formation as he has Cairo Martinez to his left. Slinging the rock, and that's going to be caught. Look at that, first play, and a great catch by Paul Dilivo.
Yeah, that's how you want to start the game after the week Christian Brown had last week. Come out slinging it, show that you're not worried about, you've got everything out of your mind. Great way to start the game with that completed pass.
Oh, no, that was incomplete. So it's going to be second and
wow.
10. Didn't see Dilivo drop that, but it was incomplete, as throwing it out is Christian Brown. He will connect with Martinez, and that's going to be only for a gain of 1 before the defense swarming to the football, and we'll get the starters for the St. Louis Gladiators on offense here. Martinez is the halfback, the fullback of Bill Cherry, the receiving corps Paul Dilivo and Eagle Mondavi, the tight ends Phil Kost and Guy Clausen, and then the 2 tackles Patrick Kelly and Jacob Stevenson.
Yeah, I did not notice he had dropped that pass. It looked to me like he'd caught that one.
Might have been on the hit by Giovanni Bolt that broke that one up. So 3 down defensive linemen here for Baltimore on third down, throwing it up, and that's going to be intercepted. Who else? Giovanni Bolt with his first interception on the season. Who would have thought about that here this far in the early going? And so there's Giovanni Bolt and a big interception in turning the field position game around here.
And that's what I was talking about with these interceptions that St. Louis has had the last, week or so. And that interception right there actually puts Bolt, tied with Evan Carroll.
So moving up the ranks, now tied for 5th all-time in the SFL in interceptions, with his 52nd in his career. Wigmore under center, 2 receivers to the top, but throwing it out to Wigmore, has to adjust and makes a beautiful catch and able to turn upfield. Picks up enough for the first down and then some.
Yeah, this short field is, this is what really helped Baltimore and Jimmy Hazard, who, I got to watch him play in the early part of his career, and he's a great running back, and he just proved it right here. He can still catch, or he can be that running back, that you need in the backfield. So, great play.
Rest of the starting lineup for the Vultures on offense. Hazard, the running back. Fullback is T-Roy Gaines, moving over in the offseason. Ivory Irvin, Daley Holder, Max Shima are the receiving corps, and the tight end, Lloyd Graham Jr., who we've heard from once already. First down and goal from the St. Louis 9. Wigmore under center, 2 receivers to the bottom of the formation form. He's going to throw it. Oh, and it looks like an injury to Jimmy Hazard.
Oh, no. That was right at the snap. You could see Hazard grab the back of his leg. This is not what you want to see this early in the game.
Non-contact are some of the worst injuries in football. Looks like a hamstring, and he went down right away there, Chad.
Yeah, that was quick. The pass even went incomplete. So I don't know. Being a hamstring, he may not be back in this game.
Any update that we get on Jimmy Hazard, we will send along to you guys watching live. Second and goal, handoff up the middle as the new taking over, the second string, Damon Morehouse having to come in, and now he's going to get some valuable playing time as he picks up 2.
Yeah, Morehouse, I don't know. This may come back to hurt Baltimore later in the game if Hazard can't come back, because St. Louis is able to swarm right there pretty quick and put a stop to that run.
Quads to the bottom of the formation. Wigmore hit as he throws, and he fires it, and it caught in the end zone. Ivory Irvin, his 4th touchdown in 3 games on the season, and he is having a really good season. And right there puts up Baltimore up early, 6-0.
I mean, he found that hole between the defensive backs. Even with the quarterback getting hit while he threw, there was no way, I mean, unless Irvin just dropped it, that wasn't going to be a touchdown.
And the thing for St. Louis, they are giving up 22 points against per game, which is 9th fewest in the SFL. So their defense definitely doing some work here, but not here giving up the early 6 points and now make it 7 with Shark Tarkington adding the extra point. But that interception by Giovanni Bolt was proving costly there for St. Louis.
Yeah, see, that's what you got to do as Baltimore, though, when you're on the road. If somebody's going to give you an interception, you got to turn that into points, and Baltimore did that here. So we'll see if St. Louis can answer back or if they're just going to keep having those interception problems.
Yeah, we saw that one drop by Dilivo, and then a couple plays later, the interception by Christian Brown, which is his 7th in 2 games, as he had 6 last season. So I know that was one of the what you were talking about earlier in this game during warm-ups. Something that Christian Brown needed to do was keep the ball to his own team and not give it away, but they're already giving it up. Is there something that maybe you're seeing with Christian Brown that maybe he could work on and to get out of this funk here that he's in?
It's just something he's going to have to work on, outside of the game. It's one of those rookie things. This is still his 2nd season, so he's still a rookie here. So it's just something he's going to have to work out himself, really.
So here we go. Let's see what Christian Brown can do after throwing the interception a series ago, as he will fire it, and it's going to be a nice out route, as that's going to be Eagle Mandavi with the conversion, and that's going to be a gain of 9, and it's going to be 2nd and 1.
That was a great pass. You come back from throwing an interception, you throw a really nice out route. It helps Christian Brown that he's got people like Eagle Mondavi out there, who is a great receiver. You couldn't ask for very few better receivers.
Now Christian Brown under center. Oh, they got a free play. It's going to be a handoff. Up the middle goes Cairo Martinez. Has enough for the first down. We'll see if they want to, or by Bill Cherry, excuse me. So the fullback dive up the middle. We'll see if they end up accepting this penalty or just taking the yards. They will accept, so they'll take the easy first down.
Yeah, you can't do that as a defense on the road, giving away 3 yards. Especially with a game, that's only been played twice and has been close before. So Baltimore's got to clean that up, or St. Louis will end up beating them eventually because of penalty yards.
Jerry Martinez in the backfield behind Christian Brown. Defense looks like they're going to come on the blitz yet again. Hand off to Martinez, breaking out of a tackle and dragging bodies as he picks up 8 on the play, and that's going to be a 2nd and 2.
Yeah, that was great blocking by the the offensive line there for St. Louis. I mean, it looked like that play was going to be a bust in the backfield, and they just, sealed off that end, giving Martinez the time to get out there. So if they can keep blocking like that, should not be a problem marching down the field.
Handoff to Martinez yet again, 2nd straight handoff, and he has enough for the first down, getting close to midfield.
Yeah, another great run. This is kind of looking like a power run, which will bring them down to about 3rd and 1, I believe.
Oh, they're going to say he had enough for the first down. So first down for the Gladiators. This time handoff to Cherry up the middle. Martinez again up the middle. So, look at that. A twisted knee out 2 weeks for Jimmy Hazard. That is not good, as Baltimore is going to have to rely heavily on Damon Morehouse.
Yeah, Damon Morehouse is going to have to really pick up the workload here. But on that last play, that was a great run. Got him a couple of yards, makes it 2nd and 8. And Baltimore just swarmed to the ball the last play to stop that run short.
So now 2-by-2 set. Brown under center, Martinez in the backfield. Linebackers look like they were going to bring a blitz, but they back out into coverage. as Brown threads the needle as Delvo holds on to that one, and that's enough for the first down, getting the ball for the first time into Baltimore territory to the 38.
Yeah, great catch there by Paul Dovo. He almost had somebody hitting him the moment he caught the ball, so at least he was able to hang on. That's what you want to see from your receivers that come across the middle, that they're able to hang on to the ball with those kind of hits.
Bilbo on the season coming in with 12 receptions for 202 yards. No touchdowns, though, but the season is still young. Handoff as going up the middle. Martinez is just lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage as Mack there on the stop. And we'll get the starters for the Baltimore Vultures on defense. The defensive line made up of L. Walker, Tucker Lewis, Nate Brown, and Saran Yates. The linebackers of Frank Smith and Keenan Samuels and Alvin Mack, who just made a good tackle. Secondary, Marvin Hims as Ben Stackenpaper, Austin Brigham, and the secondary, Giovanni Bolt and Troy Loshaw. Hand off to Martinez yet again. Gets some good blocks downfield as he has enough for the first down, getting to the Baltimore 28 as Giovanni Bolt having to make a big tackle.
Yeah, Giovanni Bolt, I think, just saved a touchdown right there. But if you watch this replay, the offensive line just opened up a huge hole for this run, and there was just daylight in front of him. He thought he was headed for the house, but Bolt was able to come in and catch him right before he was able to break loose.
Split back in the backfield behind Christian Brown. One receiver to the top of the formation. Handoff. And up the middle goes Martinez as he picks up one on the play before he was brought down by Keenan Samuels.
Yeah, the Baltimore defense had that play kind of sniffed out from the beginning, and Samuels was right there. Martinez just had enough strength to get it just barely across the line for that 1 yard to make it 2nd and 9.
3 down defensive lineman. Trips to the top of the formation for Christian Brown. Takes the shotgun snap. Pockets clean. Taking a shot deep. Open receiver caught. And inside the 5-yard line to the 3.
Man, great slant route right there. Able to catch it on the run. And watch this spin move right here, which was able to get just a few more yards.
Wow.
But that was just like catch, spin, and go. That happened just quickly.
Elsie Mandabi makes her first grab, and it's a big one. So Christian Brown relying heavily on the non-stars in this one. To the 3, Christian Brown to the end zone. Touchdown, Elsie Mandabi.
Wow, she makes a big play. Makes a big catch on the last play, and it comes in and makes the touchdown catch on this one. Great 2 plays, great drive for St. Louis. Comes in with the slant and was wide open.
Giovanni Bolt not able to get over there in time. It is a great drive orchestrated by Christian Brown on that drive too. Punching in and looking to tie this game up after Baltimore went down and scored after the turnover. Wolfswinkel looking to get the extra point to tie this game up. Snap is down. Kicker's on the way. It's through the uprights and good. So we're all knotted up at 7 here, Chad.
Yeah, this has been a really good game so far. You know, take away that interception, and this has been a pretty clean game for both teams. I mean, nothing more you can ask. We'll see how this next minute 36 goes and see if that injury is going to come back and haunt Baltimore.
Yeah, definitely want to see what their offense looks like now, because now they have to go a full 3 quarters and then some without Jimmy Hazard, who I know they would like to get going. He had 18 carries, 96 yards coming into this with a touchdown, a 5.3 yards per carry average, and then also added some in the receiving game with 12 receptions for 62. So a big loss moving forward for Baltimore in this game.
Yeah, he's a big piece of this offense, and seeing him go down that early in the game, you got to wonder what the Baltimore coaching staff is thinking on the sideline.
Jag Wigmore will start under center on first down. Bunch set to the bottom of the formation for him. Moorhead in the backfield. Wigmore will fire on the out route, but that one's going to be broken up as looking for the receiver, Mac Chima, but that is going to be broken up by Mark Gronick.
Yeah, that was a great play. He was standing there. He He was right in that passing lane where he needed to be, and as soon as the ball came out, if he would have been able to catch that, that was headed back the other way, maybe for a pick six.
We'll get the starters for the St. Louis Gladiators defense momentarily. Again, bunch set to the bottom of the formation for Wigmore. Moorhead in the backfield. One receiver to the top. Looking to Moorhead coming out of the backfield, but that's going to be on the play. And another good tackle by Freeman Peltier. Has been all over the place, bringing up third down. And here are the starters for St. Louis just a couple of series later. Matthew Holford and Tom Tanner, Igor Barbatov, and Mike Billette over on the defensive line. The linebackers are Rodney Panani, Mark Gronick. Secondary, starting with the corners, Freeman Peltier, Reglar Law, Colin Douglas, and Drew Ridley. Geralt Winkler and Nicholas Warner are the safeties. Wigmore throwing it deep. Receiver open. What a throw by Wigmore to thread the needle, and that's going to be first down to the St. Louis 47 by Mac Chima.
One thing that helped right there is the offensive line was able to give Wigmore time for the receiver to make his cut right here, which just put him wide open. They were able to get the ball out because of the offensive line giving the blocking and giving enough time for that play to develop.
Wow, what a cut by Chima on that route. Take a look at that replay. You can see the separation that he got as soon as he turned his foot for that post route, and he was open, and Wigmore thread the needle. Two receivers to the top, one to the bottom. Wigmore short drop, looking on the out route down low. Caught by Irvin, turns upfield as he carries with him Raglar Law, and it's going to be second and inches.
Yeah, St. Louis is going to have to kind of clean up these out routes on the coverage because Baltimore is really starting to walk down with them, and they're getting separation, a lot of separation from these defensive backs. So that's going to be something St. Louis has to clean up here pretty quick.
Wigmore under center, fullback to T-Roy Gaines up the middle. His first carry goes for a first down to the St. Louis 35.
What a way, to make your presence known in the game, come out, get that first down, and just say hi to everybody. I mean, T-Roy Gaines needs no introduction, though.
That's going to do it for the end of the first quarter. Both teams trading a pair of touchdowns. We're all knotted up 7-7. You're watching the SFL on YouTube. Welcome to Gateway Coliseum in St. Louis, Missouri. I'm Jeff Melnition. My broadcast partner is Chad Nevels. Hope everybody is enjoying the convention here on Sunday. Two receivers to the bottom of the formation, two to the top. Wigmore, five-step drop, out route, and that one is going to be caught out wide. Big old number 45, DeAndre Mitchell with his first grab, and it goes for 4.
Yeah, DeAndre Mitchell there just showed what we were talking about a little bit ago with when they make that cut, getting the separation, because there was nobody within about 4 or 5 yards of him when he was able to catch that pass.
Take a look at Matt Chima. Already has a couple nice grabs in this game. 4 down defensive lineman for St. Louis. Wigmore under center. 2 receivers to the top, 2 to the bottom. Wigmore throwing it out route. It is post route caught by Ivory Irvin. And that's going to be down to the 12-yard line as the Vultures enter the SFL red zone yet again.
Yeah, the Vultures are finding that separation again, and then, because, I mean, look at that. There's about a yard or two between the defensive back and safety and Ivory Irving when he was able to catch that. So you can't give somebody like Irving that much room.
So now Wigmore under center. Still 2-by-2 set. Moorhead in the backfield. Wigmore, 5-step drop, penalty marker down, up in the end zone, and it's going to fall incomplete. Maybe underthrew his receiver a little bit, Ivory Irvin in the back of the end zone, but we'll take a look at R62 and what he has to say for the penalty. Oh, holding on the defense, Chad.
Defensive holding. You do not see that very often here. That is a call that really does not happen that much.
Drew Ridley, one of the 4 corners that St. Louis has on the roster for the star players, and that is going to be a costly penalty. That's going to be first and goal from the St. Louis 7. Wigmore under center, 2 receivers to the bottom of the formation. Moorhead off center, but he's going to get the throw out wide. Doesn't have the block, but picks up a yard.
Yeah, with Jimmy Hazard, that probably would have gone a little more. Morehouse hadn't been getting the playing time that he has seen before. So I think they're going to have to probably go away from that.
Yeah, probably doesn't even have the reps in practice either with the rules that the SFL has in place with practices and whatnot. Probably doesn't have the reps. So trips to the bottom of the formation, one receiver to the top. Wigmore throwing it, and that one's going to be intercepted. Going back the other way, has a block. Oh, here we go. Could it be a pick six? Being chased from behind to the 30, to the 20. Pick six, St. Louis, Nicholas Warner.
Man, look at that. That was what, from about the 2-yard line? So you're looking at a 98-yard pick six right there by Nicholas Warner. That's good. That probably is the spark St. Louis needs. We'll see if they can live off that and keep this team rolling, or if Baltimore will come back and shake that one off. But great play by Nicholas Warner there for the pick six.
As soon as he caught that ball, this stadium just started shaking as the fans going absolutely bonkers as Nicholas Warner turns this game around with one catch. And that's a 14-point swing. Wolfswinkel's extra point is through the uprights and good, so it's 14-7. Gladiators on top of the Vultures.
Yeah, 14 unanswered points is not what you want to see as a road team. Baltimore's going to have to figure something out, or St. Louis could put another 7 on the board. Who knows? The momentum has switched sides here.
It has, but what does Wigmore have to do now coming out? We've both seen quarterbacks for both teams make an interception, but we saw Christian Brown actually put that behind him, but now Wigmore has to do the exact same.
Yeah, I mean, fumble! Oh, my goodness.
Unbelievable shenanigans happening here in Gateway Coliseum.
Wow, the fans going crazy. I don't know if that was just enough to distract the returner here, but he took a shot to knock that ball loose. And, I mean, it was helmet on ball. Wow, what a way to swing the momentum.
Mo Biggins, the defensive tackle, coming in and laying a shot on Giovanni Bolt and coming up with the fumble recovery, big old 99, Carl Fogarty. So now, Christian Brown, best starting field position of the game. Handoff to Martinez, has some blocks. He's shrugging up a tackle, has enough for the first down pickup of 12.
Great run by Martinez. He shrugs off one tackle and then carried about 4 Vultures for about another yard. Oh, St. Louis is on a mission right now.
Well, Sunday morning football at 11 a.m. Who would have thought that it would be this crazy to start? But second quarter, we still got 8:37 left to go as the clock is ticking down in the first half of play. St. Louis looking to go up 2 scores. Who would have thought that a couple plays ago? Brown shotgun, throwing it over the middle. Oh, batted up in the air. What a hit laid on. And that's going to fall incomplete. Keenan Samuels absolutely destroying Mandavi coming across the middle.
Wow, Mandavi comes across. I think he got his hands on it, and then he just got laid out. Oh, that probably should have been intercepted after the hit, but I think it just surprised a couple of people, and they just watched the ball fall to the ground.
At the Baltimore 15. Take a look at Martinez lining up, but you also got to look at Keenan Samuels for the Vultures on defense. Defensive line adjusting. Linebackers look like they're going to bring the blitz. We'll see if they bring it. No, they back out. Brown out in the out route. Pass is caught, and that's going to be a pickup of 3 on the play.
Yeah, right now it seems like Baltimore is so shocked. They're trying to keep everything in front of us. You know, we can bend, don't break type of defense. But if they're not careful, that St. Louis is going to figure that out, and they're going to score some points here in just a second.
Paul Dillavo with the catch, his second. Trips to the top of the formation, 1 receiver to the bottom. Christian Brown, shotgun formation. We also got Martinez lined up to his right. Brown takes the snap, pocket clean, throwing it to the end zone, broken up. As he was looking to the end zone, I believe that was Guy Clausen that he was looking for, but it falls harmlessly to the turf.
Yeah, that was a great play. I couldn't see who the defensive player was. I didn't see the number.
I think it was Austin Brigham, number 39.
Okay. Great coverage because he stepped right in front of Clausen right at the last second and able to knock that to the turf.
And for the first time, we will see a field goal opportunity. Taz Van Wolfswinkel will come on to attempt. Still looking to make this a 2-score game. Chip shot for Wolfswinkel. Snap is down. Kick is down the way. And it's through the uprights and good from 29 yards out. So it's a 10-point game. 17-7 as Baltimore's defense maybe breathing a sigh of relief as they held the St. Louis Gladiators to a field goal.
Oh, they got to be breathing a sigh of relief after what they saw, with the fumble on the kickoff and then such a short field for St. Louis. I'm surprised St. Louis didn't walk away with 7 points there instead of 3.
But here's the thing. Coming into this game, even though I have to say everything was at the asterisk so far because it's only been 2 games, so small sample size, but Baltimore's defense coming in allowing only 35% on third down conversions. So they're second in the SFL, and that's probably going to pay dividends maybe down the line here in this game as they try to mount a comeback.
Yeah, but then again, remember, St. Louis has played 2 games and hadn't given up that many points either, so you got 2 defenses that don't give up a lot of points right now. So,
yeah, take for it what you will, right? As Wigmore under center, split back in the backfield behind him. Got Moorhead and Gaines, but throwing it across the middle. Nice slant route, and that's going to be caught by Matt Chima, who takes a pop, and oh man, we got another guy down. This time, Matthew Holford, the defensive line, 6'7", 297-pound rookie.
Oh, it looked like he took a shot maybe under the ribs, knocked the wind out of him, or let's see what happened here. He got hurt on the hit. That may be a shoulder problem.
Whoa, so far, 2 big injuries, but we'll keep our fingers crossed for Matthew Holford to make a recovery and come back in this game, but any information we get, we'll pass along to the viewers watching on SFL YouTube. 4-down defensive lineman for the Gladiators. Bunch set to the top of the formation for Wigmore. Tight set on the bunch formation. Wigmore dropping back. Pocket is going to collapse, and down he goes for the first time. Mike Billette will get credited with the sack, and he gets his first full sack of his young career, and that gets him 1.5 on the season.
Yeah, they felt that pocket close, and he tried to escape, and Billette was right there waiting on him, able to bring him down.
4-down defensive lineman for St. Louis here on 2nd and 13. Taking a shot deep. Oh, that one could have been intercepted by Drew Reilly, but it falls incomplete.
Drew really saw that, 6 points in his mind before he caught the ball on that one. That was a great coverage, though, but you can't be looking at the 6 points before you actually have your hands on the ball.
Nicholas Warner might have to go over and talk to him like, hey, man, calm down. Just haul that one in, because really he's had an interception on the season already coming into this one, along with 2 pass deflections. That will be his 3rd. So 3rd and 13 here for Baltimore. Wigmore, the lefty, throwing it deep, up in the air by Reilly yet again, but it falls incomplete. Again, looking for Matt Chima as it falls incomplete.
Yeah, great coverage there by Reilly. I mean, he was able to get his hand up, knock the ball out of bounds. So, I mean, you can't ask any more on a 3rd and 13, so...
We'll see Pablo Gates come on to punt the ball away. If you're new to the SFL, the Simulation Football League combines traditional sports, esports, and a role-playing game all into one. Team strategies are being executed in real time by our simulations as real-life players compete on the virtual gridiron. For more information about the SFL, visit our website at simulationfl.net. The SFL, we put the fan in fantasy. So just to reset this game, 1st down and 10 from the St. Louis 30 with 6:54 left to go in the first half of play. St. Louis, 10-point swing in momentum. Started with the Nicholas Warner 98-yard interception for a pick 6, and a handoff to Bill Cherry goes up the middle, Bolt on the tackle, but Bill Cherry picks up 5.
Yeah, Bill Cherry, hadn't been used very much so far this game, so that kind of caught Baltimore by surprise. They thought it was going out, and Bill Cherry comes up the middle with it, and nobody around him.
St. Louis was coming in as a 7.5-point underdog already. doing yeoman's work, as so is Cairo Martinez. He goes up the middle, picks up 15, and that's going to be another first down carry, and that's going to be to the St. Louis 45-yard line.
Man, watch this right here. The first tackler comes in to hit Martinez, and he just gives him the old stiff arm and knocks him straight to the ground. There he goes, and then still chugging.
That was Ben stacking paper on the receiving end of the stiff arm by Cairo Martinez. Running with purpose in this game, and that's exactly what you want to see if you're St. Louis. Good game plan already for the Gladiators. Christian Brown under center. Cherry and Martinez in the backfield, and a good block by Cherry. Springs Martinez for a gain of 5. Oh, no. Matthew Holford will be out this game with knee tendonitis.
Oh, my goodness. So far,
flies.
That's 2 players with a combined 5 weeks out. This game is brutal.
It's a good thing we're up here in the broadcast booth, Chad, and not down there. Brown throwing it. Pass is going to be caught out wide. That's Eagle Mandavi with enough for the first down, and that's going to move the chains to the Baltimore side of the field to the 44.
Great out route there by Eagle Mandavi, and congratulations for getting up without getting hurt, because this has been one of them games so far.
4-down defensive lineman for the Vultures. Shotgun formation for Christian Brown. Got a split back. Got Cherry and Martinez throwing it. Oh, diving grab. No, it's going to be broken up. Eagle Mandavi going for it, and he thankfully gets back up. And that's going to be incomplete. Second down upcoming for the Gladiators.
I think he kind of got clothesline there at the end because he dove, and then all of a sudden his head, top of his body just went backwards. That was, whew.
I think Colin Douglas and Dwayne Schindler and everybody else for St. Louis at the convention is probably holding their breath right now. And a handoff to Cherry goes up the middle as Bolt lays a hit on him and picks up 3. It's going to be third down. Vultures defense looking to get a stop here.
Yeah, St. Louis, you would have liked to have seen Cherry get just a few more yards to make this third down a little more manageable. But he got what he could get before Bolt just laid him out.
Launch set to the tight formation up to Christian Brown's top side as he's got Cairo Martinez in the backfield. Dropping back, throwing on the run. Oh, but that's going to be intercepted. Giovanni Bolt is now 5th all-time by himself with his 53rd interception.
Congratulations to Giovanni Bolt, taking over the 5th place spot all time with interceptions. But as Christian Brown, you cannot run and throw the ball like that in that tight of a spot. You have got to set your feet. That is one thing young quarterbacks do have a problem with, is setting their feet when they make throws like that.
Now what can Jack Wigmore and the Vultures offense do here after the interception? They scored a touchdown on the first interception of Giovanni Bolt, and this time they will fire it out to Mitchell, the tight end. He picks up enough for the first down and gets the ball to their Vultures 48-yard line.
Yeah, the Gladiators are going to have to press a little more with these defensive backs because that is just way, way too much space to give a receiver.
Appreciate everybody at the convention watching this get loud here for the St. Louis Gladiators and the Baltimore Vultures. One time handoff to Moorhead up the middle, but he's going to luckily get back to the line of scrimmage before Peltier again coming up with a big tackle.
Yeah, Peltier has saved a lot of outside runs so far for St. Louis, but not having Jimmy Hazard in the run game has hurt Baltimore so far early in this game.
Yes, it has. You could already see the difference. 2 receivers to the top of the formation, went to the bottom for Jack Whitmore. Shotgun takes the snap. Slant route is going to be caught. Maxima again, as he's been targeted heavily as he comes up with his 4th reception for 63 yards.
Yeah, great catch right there. And, able to hang on to it as Winkler came in and just was right there about the same time the ball hit him.
We're going to baptize him into next week. But Shima holds on to the football and gets inside St. Louis territory to the 37. Split back in the backfield behind Jack Wigmore, who's under center. 2 receivers to the top, 1 to the bottom. Daly Holder down to the bottom of the formation. Handoff to Moorhead. Got a block from T-Roy Gaines. And that's going to be enough for 6.
Good run by Moorhead, able to, gain those 6 yards that Baltimore needs, because they really need to put some points on the board here. I know it's only 17-7, but this is starting to get more into a morale problem than it is anything for Baltimore.
Definitely agree with you there, Chad. Baltimore definitely, after the interception and then getting St. Louis territory, needs to cap this one off somehow, some way. And that's going to be a nice grab to Lloyd Graham Jr., who hauls that one in for 9.
Yeah, Graham Jr. was able to keep his feet in. You saw him kind of stutter step, making sure he had a hold of the ball and had foot in bounds. Great play, great catch.
Here we go, defense getting loud. St. Louis coming in, allowing 42% on third down conversions this season. Looking to get a stop here. 1 receiver to the top, 1 to the bottom. Wigmore takes a shotgun snap. Nice out route caught by Mac Chima, and that's going to be enough for the first down to the 23-yard line now.
Chima actually had a pretty smart play there, going down to the turf, making sure he got that first down.
And that's going to be the 2-minute warning here in the first half of play. St. Louis on top 17-7. You're watching SFL on YouTube. Last 2 minutes of the first half of play. Very entertaining, though there has been 2 injuries. Jimmy Hazard out for the game, as well as Matthew Holford, if you're just joining us. Wigmore will fire on the out route. Pass is going to be caught, and that's going to be a pickup of 8, as that's Lloyd Graham Jr.
Again, that's that separation that, we've been talking about all half. Giving Graham Jr., Mac. As a defense, you cannot give that much, because right now Baltimore is just walking down the field with it.
4 down, defensive lineman. Looks like St. Louis might bring a blitz really on the edge. He does crack down, but Moorhead has the block from T-Roy Gaines that springs him for enough for the first down. He gets the ball to the St. Louis 9 with 1:22 left to go.
Yeah, great block there by Gaines to spring Morehouse for a few more yards to get that first down. So we'll see maybe if they continue with the run, or if this is going to be maybe a slant pass.
Throwing it out to Moorhead, and he's going to be dropped at the line of scrimmage. You were saying that it might be a swing pass, and it was Rodney Panani out there wide to make the tackle.
Yeah, again, I don't know if as Baltimore you want to keep doing those, because you don't have your normal halfback is Jimmy Hazard in there, so.
Throwing it out again to Moorhead, has the block from Graham Jr. He's into the end zone for 6.
Wow, great block by Graham Jr. here. He comes out, he's right in front of Morehouse, gets the block, which gives Morehouse just enough next to the sideline to tiptoe and get into the end zone. Great actual play by Baltimore.
Yeah, whatever kind of block that was, because he absolutely took a shot from regular Law. So it still counts as the block nonetheless. He was able to spring Moorhead into the end zone, and they've been trying to run that play a couple times here, though, with that. So finally, Baltimore works to perfection, and into the end zone goes Moorhead. So the extra point by Tarkington's through the uprights and good, so it makes it a 17-14 game.
Hey, your block doesn't always have to look pretty as long as it does the job, and it did the job there.
Tarkington has the ball teed up. 40 seconds remaining in the first half of play. Baltimore has all their points off of turnovers. 2 interceptions by Giovanni Bolt, and there's a penalty marker down, and it's going to be LC Mondavi brings it up to, right now, looks like the 25-yard line. We'll see what the penalty is. R62.
I was going to say clipping or holding.
So the guilty party, Mo Biggums, who had the fumble, who had the big hit that jarred the ball loose on, who was it? Giovanni Bolt. got the fumble recovery, and that led to the Gladiators putting up a field goal, which made it a 17-7 game at the time. Now it's 17-14. 40 seconds remaining here at Gateway Coliseum in the first half of play. Vultures look like they bring the blitz, but they back out of it. Brown will fire it, and a good route run by Dilivo makes the grab, and that's going to be a pickup of 9.
Yeah, Dilivo was able to make that cut and get that separation. He probably still maybe should have got more out of bounds, because I don't know if he actually got out of bounds, but we'll see if they stop the clock or let it continue to run.
It looks like he might have gotten out of bounds because it's 31 seconds and the clock is stopped. Christian Brown under center. Split back in the backfield. Looks like it might be a run play. It will be. Martinez gets it. Breaks out of a tackle. Oh, boy, is he mad in this one. And picks up enough for the first down. Gets to the 32, but the clock is running. Looks like St. Louis might just be okay to take this into the halftime break.
Yeah, I think that's what they need to do. Just continue to run the ball. You got the lead, take it into the break. But Martinez ran Mack over like a truck.
Mack got hit by a Mack truck on that one, which was Cairo Martinez. Last play of the first half, breaks out of a tackle, but Brown is going to be brought down as the Cavalry, the Vultures, when they smell blood, they go for the kill, and they did. Frank Smith will get his first sack on the season, the middle linebacker coming up on the blitz. And that's how we're going to end the first half of play, Chad. That's going to do it here from the Gateway Coliseum for the first half of play, 17-14. As the Gladiators on top of the Vultures, and just give the viewers watching and the folks watching live at the convention a little taste of that first half of play.
Wow, I mean, this actually looks like two Gladiators in a Roman Coliseum duking it out. But you take away the 2 turnovers that Baltimore scored off of, and they have no points, and it's a 17-0 game. So if St. Louis can just clean up those turnovers and keep marching down the field, I think they can come away with this in the second half and put it out of reach.
Yeah, I mean, as folks taking a look at the highlights, that was the first touchdown to Ivory Irvin that made it a 7-0 game, and that's what got this game started. That was the Giovanni Bolt interception. He has 2 interceptions in this game. And then, so Chad here, just before we get going for the second half, what are your keys to the second half for both teams?
Again, St. Louis, I know I've been harping on it, but there's those interceptions. I mean, so far, that has been 14 points in this game that 2 interceptions have given. And with Baltimore, they just got to slow the St. Louis team down somehow. I mean, St. Louis so far, running-wise, passing-wise, they've kind of been doing what they want. But I think Baltimore will come out, after that halftime talks. They'll be able to slow this team down a little bit, but I don't know if it's going to be enough to get them back into this.
Just going to shout out everybody at the convention in Houston. Shout out to you guys. Sunday morning SFL action here. This has been a good one, 17-14, and Nicholas Warner so far, I would say, with the play of the game, wouldn't you say so yourself, Chad, with that 98-yard touchdown interception?
Oh, yeah, that was definitely the play of the game. I mean, I think he was surprised when it hit him in the hand because he didn't immediately take off running. He was kind of like, oh, I got the ball, and then took off. So, still, best play of the game so far.
St. Louis, again, 1-1. Baltimore, 2-0. Putting their undefeated record so far after 2 weeks on the line here in St. Louis. As the faithful here at the Gateway Coliseum still rocking, even though they have a 3-point lead. Probably heard a little gasp as soon as Christian Brown threw his 8th interception in 2 games. But nonetheless, the faithful here love their Gladiators as the ball is brought out to the 23-yard line. And we'll see Christian Brown and the Gladiators offense for the second half.
Yeah, I wonder if they're actually, I think they'll probably come out throwing maybe. So we'll see what they do. I'm guessing probably an out route pass here.
Let's take a look and see if Chad is right. First down and 10. We'll take a look at Christian Brown. He's under center. Split back in the backfield. Hand off to Martinez. They prove you wrong, and that's going to go for a gain of 7 as Samuel's in on the stop yet again.
Yeah, right now, if Baltimore is going to tackle Martinez, it's going to have to be more than one person. Because every time he's come head-to-head with somebody, he's been able to break loose on it. So Baltimore is going to have to hit him with 2 people every time.
Yeah, Kyra Martinez has been very impressive in this game. Now he's going to be lined up to the right of Christian Brown. Also has Bill Cherry to his left. Takes the shotgun snap, though. Brown will check it down. Oh, but Martinez has to fall down to catch that, and that's going to go for no gain. It's going to be 3rd and 2.
Yeah, that pass was a little low. If it had been higher, Martinez would have been fine, but he had to go down to even catch it. He might have been better just honestly letting it hit the turf.
And St. Louis has not converted a 3rd down yet. Can they make it their first 3rd down conversion here? 4-down defensive lineman for Baltimore, and that's going to be caught. Eagle Mondavi makes the grab, spins upfield, tries to get some extra yards, but is going to be brought down by stacking paper, but not before Mondavi picks up the 1st down.
Yeah, Mondavi, he's been their out route, I guess you would say, target today. A lot of his catches have been coming on those out routes, and they've been when the team has needed them, so he's been pretty clutch today as a receiver.
3-down defensive lineman here now for Baltimore on 1st down. Trips to the bottom of the formation for Christian Brown, who will throw it out, and that's going to be caught. Great route run, great throw, great catch. Mondavi with another 1st down grab. This time gets into Baltimore territory to the 49.
Again, it's that out route. They don't have an answer for Eagle Mondavi out there right now, so until they figure it out, if he's open, keep feeding it to him. March it down the field.
Austin Brigham on the tackle. Take a look at Christian Brown strutting to the line of scrimmage. Split back in the backfield. Eagle Mondavi to the top of the formation. Handoff to Martinez up the middle. Breaks out of 1 tackle, but then is wrestled down by Samuels and Troy LaShaw, and that's going to be enough for a gain of 5.
Yeah, see, again, Martinez, stacking paper, comes up thinking he's going to stop that play. 1-on-1, right now, nobody can stop him.
4-down defensive lineman for Baltimore here on 2nd down. Martinez and Cherry in the backfield. Handoff to Martinez, trying to get out wide. He's going to be hit and brought down. That's going to be the big defensive tackle, Nate Brown.
Yeah. Nate Brown, probably one of the few guys on this field right now that can stop Martinez by himself. I mean, you got a huge defensive lineman coming at you. Nothing Martinez could have done about that.
Looking to convert their 2nd 3rd down conversion, both on the same drive. Brown across the middle, somehow connects. Wow. Eagle Mondavi again with another 3rd down conversion, his 2nd. And that's going to be down to the Baltimore 33.
Great way to hang on to the ball there by Eagle Mondavi, because Christian Brown threaded that into a very small window, and somehow Eagle Mondavi still was able to hold on to the ball.
Corners very backed up now on the receivers. Brown, all sorts of time. We'll just check this one underneath. Didn't see anything he liked downfield. But then Martinez absolutely gets planted on the play by Elvin Mack.
Yeah, I think they were a little generous there with the placement of the ball, because I didn't think he got across that line before Mack ran him over like a Mack truck.
Mack's been all over the place, and he's been probably the lone bright spot to bring down Kyra Martinez on the first hit. Martinez now lined up to the left of Christian Brown, who takes the shotgun snap. Again, out route, and that's going to be Eagle Mondavi with another grab. And that's going to be 3rd and very manageable upcoming for the Gladiators.
Eagle Mondavi's been a bright spot for this offense. When needed, they've called on him. He's been there to give them the yardage they need, so we'll see maybe if they go back to him here or if they're going to send Martinez up the middle like they've been known to do and see if he can get away from this defense.
3rd and 3, looking to convert their 3rd straight 3rd down conversion. All coming on this drive. Still the first drive of the 2nd half. Handoff, that's going to be close. They're going to say he's 1 yard short. Alvin Mack again with a big-time stop on Kyra Martinez.
Yeah, Mack's been that bright spot, able to stop Martinez for this Baltimore defense, and he was able to get him down just a yard short. So I don't think they're actually going to run a play here. I think they may try to get Baltimore just to jump.
Would be very gutsy of St. Louis, but it does look like they're trying to draw, and this could be pivotal here, Chad, because they're going to burn a timeout here in the third quarter with still the fourth quarter left to go.
Yeah, I really don't agree with that. You should have just went ahead, kicked the field goal, gone on with it, because now you just burned a timeout in a game that's 3 points right now. You can't afford to lose timeouts this early in the second half. You're going to need those later on.
So now we will see Wolfswinkel come on to attempt another field goal, already 1 for 1. This one's a little bit farther away than a chip shot that he had from 29 out in his first go-around. It's looking to make this a 6-point game. Snap is kind of high, but it's corralled, and it's put down in a beautiful leg swing by Wolfswinkel, and from 40 yards out, he connects, and it's a 6-point game, 20-14.
Yeah, I think you could have added maybe another couple of yards to that field goal, and he'd have still had it. It was a great kick. Even with the high snap, they were still able to get it off in time.
So now that was the first drive of the second half as St. Louis drained the clock. Now 6:14 left to go in the third quarter. That could be very pivotal as well outside of them burning that timeout on that, trying to get Baltimore to jump on fourth down. Kick is away. Giovanni Bolt holds on to the football and brings it out to the 29-yard line. So Chad, we'll see Jag Whitmore come out for his first go around here in the third quarter. What halftime adjustments do you think Baltimore made?
I think they may go more a little pass heavy because of the loss of their, starting running back. But Baltimore has proven on the pass they can score, and they can score quick.
Wigmore under center, trips to the top of the formation. Moorhead in the backfield, got a free play. Gonna chuck this underneath to Moorhead, who cannot get back to the line of scrimmage, but thankfully they were able to get the Gladiators to jump.
Yeah, I mean, you got the free play on the jump. Just go ahead and throw it downfield, see what happens.
Number 94, defense, 5-yard penalty, repeat, first down.
As they're gonna get Tanner jumping, the 6'4", 275-pound defensive end, getting caught with maybe a little quick there at the jump. Maybe cadence for Wigmore getting him to jump off sides.
Yeah, and I think it's just the adrenaline, too, of the close game got him to jump on that one.
So here we go. Wigmore now, first down and 5. Drops back. The lefty will swing it out off the hands. Almost intercepted, but he watches it fall to the turf. Mitchell, the tight end, can't hold on to it.
Yeah, Roger Law, looked up to see the ball, and I think, he was thinking about sticking his hands out there, and he just lost sight of it, and it falls to the turf. But that should have been another interception for St. Louis.
So now, second down and 5. Wigmore now moves into the shotgun formation. Moorhead lined up to his right. 4 receivers go out. Fumble on the play. Recovered again, the second fumble recovery as Al Vincent laying the hit. Lloyd Graham Jr. fumbles the football.
That was kind of close. This may get challenged because I don't know if he actually was able to secure the pass, and here comes the flag. So we'll see what R62 said. Personally, I think it's just an incomplete pass.
Whether the player had possession prior to the fumble.
We're going to challenge. And we'll take a look at replay as the folks watching on YouTube and at the convention. You take a look, Tim Johnson is challenging.
That is so close.
After review, the receiver did have possession. It is therefore ruled a fumble. The Vultures will not be charged with a timeout. Third down.
Whoa, okay, so Baltimore was challenging. Okay, so they're going to hold on to the football. It falls incomplete, so third down and 5, R62. He did not take his meds before this game.
No, he did not.
bunch set to the bottom of the formation. That's the only way I could chalk that one up. As Wigmore going to take a shot deep. Open receiver. Ivory Irvin to the 20. He's going to take it to the house. Touchdown, Vultures.
There's that quick pass score. The safety came up, and he looked like he had a jump on, Drew, the cornerback. If you watch right here, he came up, he had a jump on it, but he just lost sight of it, and it was able to get over his head, and there was no stopping that from being 6.
Adding his second receiving touchdown of the game, Ivory Irvin absolutely picking off where he's left off the last 2 weeks. Now his 4th receiving touchdown of the season. And that's very backbreaking to St. Louis, because you thought maybe, just maybe, Lloyd Graham Jr. took a step, maybe did a football move, that it would be called a fumble, but then right after that, you give up a 70-yard touchdown strike to the Baltimore Vultures.
And it goes to show, even football, just even the slightest little thing can cause a problem. It can get to you, so they're going to have to shake it off. They got to look at it as it's still just a 1-point game. This is still within reach. You go out there, you march it down the field, you get your points back, and continue to play like you have been all game long.
So now the onus, Chad, goes on to the St. Louis offense, where the defense, they seem to get a little bit rattled after that call that went against them against R62. But now their offense, who has looked good and has really taken maybe time of possession here early in the third quarter away from Baltimore, now it's up to their offense again to come up with another big drive.
Yeah, this offense has made actually a couple of big drives, but this second half, they've looked a lot better than they had in the first. I think they're going to be okay. They should be able to march it down the field here with no problem.
Well, let's see what Christian Brown and company decide to do here on this drive. You start off in the shotgun formation, split back to either side of Christian Brown, takes the snap, taking a shot deep. Bolt with his 3rd interception, the hat trick for him as he keeps continuing to climb up the ranks of the greats of the SFL in interceptions.
My goodness, 3 interceptions in this game. This is going to be just at the 50-yard line, maybe where they spot it. So a short field for Baltimore coming back out. And if they answer on this one, that's going to kind of deflate this St. Louis team and the St. Louis fans.
Wow. His 3rd interception. Giovanni Bolt had none coming into this game. And the ball at midfield. Wigmore, handoff to Moorhead, getting a block. Look at him go all the way inside the 35 to the 33.
Man, Moorhead comes out this second half, and he's like, who is Jimmy Hazard? I've been back here waiting for my turn, so I'm going to take it now. And he gets sprung loose right here with a good ceiling block on the end, and I don't know how he didn't go for 6 there.
Bolt now still in 5th all-time, now 2 interceptions away from tying A.J. Levy for 4th all-time. So has a ways to go to get to Eddie Gage, who has 79, though. Handoff up the middle goes T-Roy Gaines this time, and that's going to be a gain of 7.
So now it's starting to look like T-Roy Gaines wants to play a, whatever you can do, I can do better type situation, and I can do it when I've got people on my back. Great run by T-Roy Gaines.
Whatever you can do, I can do better. 2nd and 3 after the gain of 7 from Gaines. Wigmore under center. Moorhead off center in the backfield. But it's going to be caught by Lloyd Graham Jr. Good throw. And Wigmore leading Graham Jr. kind of not to the sidelines enough to get Graham Jr. to turn upfield with it. And he's got enough for the 1st down.
Yeah, it was a good lead. It gave him just enough room to turn upfield instead of leading him right into the sidelines. So that's a good percentage of yards after catch right there.
First down and 10 from the St. Louis 12. The defense for St. Louis needs to get a stop here. 4-down defensive lineman for the Gladiators. Trips to the top of the formation for Wigmore, who's under center. Kind of a play action. Going to throw it underneath. Pass is going to be caught, and that's going to be T-Roy Gaines with a pickup of 7, who can do it through the air as well.
Yeah, you don't see very many fullbacks, that can catch and run. They're more usually, your blockers or your power guy that comes up the middle when you need just a couple of yards. But T-Roy Gaines just does it all. I mean, I heard he even cooks, when the team travels on the road.
T-Roy Gaines and Moorhead in the backfield. Handoff to Gaines, trying to get close, but he's only going to get one. It's going to be 3rd and 2 from the St. Louis 5.
That St. Louis defensive line stood up right there because T-Roy Gaines already had his mind on that first down and maybe even the goal line for 7 points of his own, and they stood up and was able to stop him.
Igor Barbatov getting in there on the stop. Trips inside of the formation for Wigmore. Moorhead in the backfield. 3rd down and 2. To the end zone. It is caught, and it's into the end zone for a touchdown.
Great play right there. I was waiting for the indication, and it didn't come at first, but yeah, he got in. Great slant route, great pass.
Daley Holder gets into the end zone. That's his 3rd receiving touchdown of the season. And just like that, the Vultures now with 17 unanswered points. Or excuse me, it's going to be 14 unanswered points. Snap is down, kick is down the way through the uprights and good. So it's now 28-20 as the Vultures now up by 8. Still plenty of time left to go. 2:52 left to go. And really it's been a tale of two different offenses that we're seeing, Chad. It's been St. Louis with the, the grounded out kind of chewing up that clock. But then Baltimore, they get it. And then it's almost like quick strikes. We're just going to take it downfield through the air.
Yeah, it's also been kind of a different, first and second half where St. Louis answered with 14 unanswered. Now Baltimore has.
The kick is away by Tarkington, and the return by Mondavi gets the ball out to the 20-yard line. And so it's going to be a long way, because normally we're seeing with Giovanni Bolt, he could get to the 25, he could get to the 29, but for Elsie Mondavi, who's just a non-star player, gets it out to the 20.
Yeah, I mean, again, that's another difference between these two teams. You got a player that can get out there, and you got one that can't, so you're going to have a lot more field to have to march down here.
First down and 10, Christian Brown will fire it out to Martinez, and he can't get by Alvin Mack, who comes up with another big tackle and holds Martinez to a pickup of 4.
Alvin Mack has been Martinez's Achilles heel here this game. Probably, I think the only player he hasn't run over in that secondary so far.
Yeah, really.
So we'll see maybe if, Alvin Mack continues to shadow him or if Martinez can break it away here.
4 down defensive lineman for Baltimore here on 2nd down. Brown under center, handoff to Martinez, has the hole and has enough for the first down. Giovanni Bolt in on the tackle as well as Ben Stackenpaper.
He was finally able to slip past Mack there. Mack went to dive to catch him and got him just by the shoe, and he was able to break loose for that first down.
Christian Brown now will go under center yet again. 2 receivers to the bottom of the formation, 1 to the top. Cairo Martinez in the backfield, kind of offset. Firing it to Martinez, and he is going to be tackled down on the play. Who else but Alvin Mack?
Heads up, these two, Martinez just can't get away. So it looks like Baltimore has just told Alvin Mack, wherever Martinez goes, you go.
It's like a game within the game. It's been great to see because we're starting to see Evan Mack like, okay, we're not going to allow Cairo Martinez to break out of these tackles. And we'll see Christian Brown here on 2nd and 7. Shotgun snap, and he will fire it to Martinez out of the backfield. And there's Mack yet again with another tackle. And it's going to be 3rd and 1.
I was watching right there. As soon as Martinez came up, he kind of gave his little block. And I don't know if you're going to be able to see it on the replay, but the moment he cuts, Mack is already sitting over there waiting on him. He just sat there and he almost spied Martinez the whole time in that play. And he was able to get there and stop it short of the first down to make it 3rd and 1.
St. Louis has only converted 2 3rd down conversions in the game. Gonna need to make it a 3rd if they want to continue this drive. Brown under center, handoff to Cherry. He's got enough for the first down. Just getting just enough and then getting to the 43-yard line.
Great blocking by the St. Louis offensive line. The ball was snapped, and they got enough of a push to blow that Baltimore defensive line back and giving Cherry enough room that he really didn't take a hit till he had already crossed the first down line.
Cherry coming in with a 2.8 yards per carry average, has 16 carries and 45 yards on the season coming into this game. Brown having to throw on the run. He connects, though, but is it going to be enough? No, it's going to be a couple of yards, a gain of 3. Finds Bill Cherry. We already saw Christian Brown do this for an interception, but that's going to do it for the end of the third quarter. I'll get your thoughts on that after this break. You're watching the SFL on YouTube. Put your force up in chat. Everybody watching at the convention, get loud. This is the fourth quarter of play between these two teams. Baltimore on top, 28-20 from the Gateway Coliseum in St. Louis, Missouri. I'm Jeff Melnition, my broadcast partner, Chad Nevels. Christian Brown takes the shotgun snap, going to throw it, going to be batted up in the air and incomplete.
Lucky that did not come away as another interception for Chris Brown, because he threw that in the middle of everybody. Alvin Mack was right there to tip it up, and just they couldn't come down with the reception. So Christian Brown gets to try again, and the St. Louis coaching staff is breathing a sigh of relief on that pass.
Yeah, the last couple of throws have been kind of risky for Christian Brown, but he's been able to get away with it. 3rd and 7. Looking to convert their 4th third down. Brown. Time, throwing it deep, batted up in the air still. Giovanni Bull with his 4th interception, taking this game over. Boy, Giovanni Bull having one of his best games of his career.
Wow, 4 interceptions in the game. It starts off with the pass. Giovanni Bolt bats it up. It hits Alvin Mack. Couldn't see who the third guy was that it hit. And then Giovanni Bolt is there to catch the ball that he originally batted into the air.
10 interceptions the last 2 games for Christian Brown. Faithful here at Gateway definitely got to feel a little antsy now with Baltimore with the ball looking to go up 2 scores, and that was caught by Mitchell for a pickup of 4.
Great catch by Mitchell, but that has to take the wind out of St. Louis's sails, because this half their defense has been on the field a lot.
2 receivers to the top, 1 to the bottom for Wigmore, who's under center. Short drop flag on the play, connects with Matt Chima for a first down inside St. Louis territory. As it stands right now, we'll get R62's call.
Probably more than likely a hold by Baltimore, but we'll see. I've seen crazier stuff happen here.
Holding, number 26.
Their 2nd defensive holding, Chad.
Wow,
that one is called on regular law.
my goodness. I mean, you're already, I don't even know what to say. I mean, you're already down morally because of the interceptions, and then you get this kind of call thrown on you. You got to clean this up, St. Louis.
One is already gone with Drew Reilly, and now regular law get caught for defensive holding. Throwing it up in the air, batted, and it falls incomplete. 3 gladiators around, but it falls harmlessly to the turf as Ronnie Panani getting credited with the defensive deflection.
Yeah, Winkler and Panani were there at the same time. I couldn't tell who got in whose way, but that still should have been intercepted with 2 of them standing there. But great defensive stand on that one. At least they knocked the ball to the ground, and it's not going for 6.
2 receivers to the top, 1 to the bottom. Defensive line adjusting for St. Louis. 4 down defensive linemen. Corners playing kind of press coverage. Hand off to Wigmore, but he's not going to get anything. Going to only get about 2 yards. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 8 as Panani with the tackle.
Yeah, Baltimore thought they had sealed that end off with Panani, and he was just able to fight through the block and bring that run down quick as possible, making it 3rd and 8. So this is going to have to be a pass.
Wigmore throwing on the run. It's going to fall incomplete. Had Matt Chima, and maybe if he set his feet, Chad, like you were talking to about Christian Brown, he might have had that for a conversion, but instead it falls incomplete.
Yeah, if he'd have come up, set his feet, I mean, he had all the time in the world and said he wanted to run and try to get more separation to his receiver, and he just let him out of bounds. I mean, it was just a bad throw.
Visit the SFL League website at simulationfl.net for info on how to create a player to join our community as well, the league and the teams that play in it, and a comprehensive history of the SFL. It's over 1,500 games, and it's thousands of players who have hit the virtual field. The Simulation Football League, 17 seasons strong, as the punt will be down at the 13-yard line. And so, again, we're starting field position for the St. Louis Gladiators.
Yeah, you got 9:24 left. This is a drive you're going to have to score some points on. You really want it to be a touchdown. You really don't want to have to come away with 3 and then have to stop this Baltimore offense again. So
Giovanni Bold is, and you also know that Giovanni Bold just has to be licking his chops to get back out there again. Christian Brown throwing it. It's intercepted. Are you kidding me? Alvin Mack with his first interception of the season.
Wow, that makes 5 interceptions this game?
Wow, I have not seen 5 interceptions thrown before, and to call it, wow, man, wow.
I mean, I've called, multiple games in the SFL. I personally have not seen it. I know it's happened. It happened last week to St. Louis, and this is what I alluded to at the start of this game. If they had a chance to beat Baltimore, they had to clean that up, and it just doesn't look like it's going to happen.
So now 11 interceptions the last 2 weeks. Handoff to Gaines, goes up the middle as he carries the defender Forgree with him for a gain of 2.
Yeah, I mean, Baltimore may switch to the just chew the clock and run it right here. I don't know how much they're going to pass, but I would just feed the ball to the running back.
Oh, if I'm Baltimore, I'd kick a field goal, then just just kick it away and get the defense back out there. As that one falls incomplete, looking across the middle, looking for Daley Holder, but instead that one could have been intercepted by Freeman Peltier. But again, another flag. No way. That's the third defensive holding.
Wow, if it could go wrong for St. Louis right now, it has. Murphy's Law has come into effect against St. Louis. You've got 5 interceptions, 3 defensive holding calls, and yet it's still only an 8-point game.
Yep.
So you got to look at it is St. Louis still has a chance even with all these problems, unless Baltimore scores here. If Baltimore scores, it's going to be hard to win.
4 down defensive lineman for St. Louis here on 1st down and 10 from the St. Louis 11. Wigmore dropping back, throwing it to Gaines. But he's going to be met right away, and that's going to be a big tackle right there. I think that was Peltier getting out there yet again for another tackle on Gaines, and that's going to be only a gain of 2.
Yeah, great tackle by Peltier, able to stop that, because I think there may have been one guy between Gaines and that, goal line, so he was able to get out there quick enough to get a touchdown-saving tackle pretty much.
Split back in the backfield behind Jack Wigmore. 1 receiver to the top, 1 to the bottom. Handoff up the middle. They are feeding T-Roy Gaines now as he picks up another gain of 2 as Panani in on the tackle.
Yeah, Gaines, I don't know if you saw it, but when he came across the line, he immediately kind of ducked his shoulder like he was going to try to truck over somebody, and he turned just a little bit, and Panani was able to knock him off his feet because he didn't have his feet centered underneath him.
Shotgun, empty set formation for Jack Wigmore. Takes it, looking across the middle, connects. That's Holder with the grab, but it's going to be 4th and inches. The defense coming up big for the Gladiators yet again.
Now, see, this is where an interesting fact comes into play. You're 4th and inches on the 1. Do you go ahead and try to run a play or take the 3? They're taking the smart play by taking the 3, but you could almost put St. Louis on their own goal line if you'd have just ran the play.
And it's almost like it was almost like it would roll up snake eyes, because if they don't get the first down, because they were only inches away, and I mean, both the yards per carry for T-Roy Gaines has only been 1.7 coming into this, as the field goal is through the uprights and good by Tarkington, but it's almost like it would come up snake eyes, because then you would also, if you don't get it, so it's either you go up 14 points with the touchdown, or you have St. Louis backed up at their 1-yard line with the defense, who has come up with 5 interceptions.
Yeah, and the defense would even be closer. It could turn out to be a pick six. But they took the smart play and took the 3 points.
They
Oh,
did.
my goodness, what a hit.
The hits are coming. DeAndre Fields lays out LC Mandavi as Mandavi gets out to the 21. So now Christian Brown. Now I think it's right now, Chad, when talking to a quarterback that has thrown 5 interceptions, it's almost like, all right, just you got to put those away and just get back to the basics.
And remember, again, he's still a rookie, so this is going to be hard for him to clear out of his head. I mean, that's 11 interceptions in 2 games.
Yeah, second season. He's definitely getting baptized into the SFL now if he hasn't already. Shot deep as the ref, R6096, falls down looking for Eagle Mandavi, but it falls incomplete.
The ref gets in the way. Eagle Mandavi knocks him over, and then he gets just pummeled by the Baltimore Vultures who are in there too. I mean, honestly, I think that Mandavi hit the rim to miss the ball, so great play by the referee there on the coverage.
Christian Brown still looks like they're going to go and air this one out. Trips to the top of the formation. High snap, but hauls it in. Pressure coming. Throws it just before he's hit. Oh, that one could have been the second interception for Elvin Mack, but it falls incomplete.
Oh, wow. I actually thought Mack came down with that, and it just came out of his hands. I mean,
Whoa.
You got to breathe a sigh of relief of St. Louis that was not the 6th interception. Whew. At some point,
the play by Austin Brigham, who before he went out of bounds, like volleyballed that back into play.
I mean, Baltimore at some point is fixing to turn St. Louis into a one-dimension team because the passing game is not working right now.
Here we go, 3rd and 10. 7:05 left to go in the 4th quarter of play. Trips to the top of the formation. One receiver to the bottom. Christian Brown, all sorts of time. Shot deep, batted, and it falls incomplete. That time, Troy Loshaw will get credited with the pass deflection.
Wow. The strong safety, Loshaw comes in, bats it down. They've pretty much shut down the St. Louis pass offense. So, I mean, I don't even know what to tell St. Louis to do to fix this because running it's not going to get you the 14 points you need with 7 minutes left.
Well, one way to maybe fix this is by going to the website, simulationfl.net, for links to apparel from Sector 6, the official apparel provider of the Simulation Football League. And you could also get SFL mini helmets from 97 Sports Promotions. Sector 6 features replica team jerseys and completely customized jackets, flags, t-shirts, and much, much more. Get the gear the fans wear with Sector 6, 97 Sports Promotions, and the SFL. So here we go. Baltimore with the ball with 6:52 left to go. Maybe going for the jugular on this drive. Trips to the bottom of the formation. One receiver to the top. Wigmore, kind of a little play action. Going to throw it on the out route. Pass is going to be caught by Irvin and gets out of bounds. And it's going to be enough for 2nd and inches. So picks up 10 on the play.
Yeah, he got that separation. It just, Baltimore looks like they're going down to score another 7 points and make sure that this game is out of reach and put the nail in the coffin. But, I mean, I've seen crazier things happen. You still got 6:48. St. Louis.
It's only an 11-point game.
Back. Yeah.
And we already saw Nicholas Warner with a 98-yard interception for a pick 6. So anything can happen here in the SFL. 4-down defensive lineman for St. Louis here on 2nd and inches. Wigmore, short drop of 3 yards. And then out route again. Lloyd Graham Jr., 1st down, keeps the change moving to the St. Louis 39.
St. Louis needs to get a little bit more pressure on the QB here to maybe cause another interception like they did with that pick 6. So we'll see maybe if they can hurry up Jack Wigmore a little bit.
Bunch set. Tight to the formation to the top for Jack Wigmore. 3-step drop, all sorts of time. We'll fire it underneath, up in the air. That could have been the chance that St. Louis needed, but it falls incomplete. 2nd and 10 upcoming for the Vultures.
Oh, as a player, that's got to get under your skin because the chance you needed was literally just a fingertip away, and you just watch it fall. It was a great defensive play, though. You knocked it out. It wasn't a reception. Stops the clock, gives you a little more time.
So now Wigmore on second down, under center, split back in the backfield behind him. 5-step drop. We'll fire it to Gaines coming out of the backfield. Ducks out of bounds for a pickup of 2.
Yes, Baltimore, throwing it and running it out of bounds right there with this much time on the clock. You want to let that clock run, eat up as much of that clock as you can. But leading your player, even though it was a reception, leading him out of bounds is not what you want to do as a quarterback.
Maybe they just want to preserve more time to add more points. Trips to the top of the formation for Jack Wigmore, who's in the shotgun formation. Takes the snap, all sorts of time, taking a shot deep. That one is intercepted, going back the other way. And who else but Nicholas Warner yet again, his second interception. There's been snatchies all over the place, and gets the ball to the St. Louis 30.
So let's see, between the two teams, that's 7 interceptions this game?
Yes, it is.
Great play by Wigmore there. I mean, second interception for him. I thought maybe he was going to cut outside and go for another pick 6 in this game, but at least he's giving the St. Louis Gladiators a chance to put some more points on the board and bring this game a lot closer.
Visit the SFL's YouTube channel at youtube.com/SimulationFL for an archive of every game, every draft, every moment that you might have missed since the Simulation Football League got its start back in 2013. SFL YouTube features top 10 plays of the week, archive people behind the player segments, and all the major milestones in league history. And that's going to be a good throw for second and inches, as that was caught by Paul Dilvo.
Yeah. If anybody needed to lead their receiver, to the sideline and get out of bounds, it would be St. Louis, and they just weren't able to do it there. Baltimore was just like, no, that ain't happening, and they stop him right as he gets to the out-of-bounds marker.
Eagle Mondavi to the top of the formation. Split back in the backfield. Hand off to Cherry up the middle. He goes, and that's going to be enough for the first down as he gets to the 41.
You got the first down, but I'm watching the clock too, and you're just taking a little too much time to get these plays off. They're going to have to probably start that 2-minute offense a lot earlier than you normally would.
Take a look at Eagle Mondavi's stats. 6 receptions for 53 yards. First down and 10 from their own 41. Christian Brown with trips to the top of the formation. 1 receiver to the bottom. Martinez lined up to the right. Brown takes a shotgun snap. Pockets clean. Fires it out there. That one almost intercepted for a 6th time, but it falls incomplete. Looking for Eagle Mondavi.
Wow, Brown, he is for some reason underthrowing his receivers this half. I don't know if he's just that uncomfortable because, as you see, he doesn't stay in the pocket very much. So it looks like he's really uncomfortable back there for one reason or another. He needs to calm down. He's still got a game he can win.
Vultures are swarming on defense. They're circling their play of the Gladiators. Hit as he throws, and that one is going to be caught. Eagle Mondavi with the grab. It's going to be a gain of 9. It's going to be 3rd and 1 at midfield.
Great play,
Hustling.
Great catch by Eagle Mondavi.
Hustling to the line, play action. Throwing it out on the out route, batted up in the air, and it falls incomplete. Hey, Chad, do you like music?
I love music.
Well, APM is the unrivaled music to bring your stories to life, inspiring every production in the world's most robust and constantly refreshed music collection. State-of-the-art technology and world-class customer service. APM Music is the official soundtrack of the Simulation Football League. To explore their library and to find perfect tracks for your projects, visit apmmusic.com. 4th and 1, going for it, and Brown threads the needle and connects to Dilvo with the first down.
This is what I'm talking about. He sets his feet, he calms down, he gets completed passes.
Under 4 minutes to go in the 4th quarter. Brown will connect with Mondavi, and that's going to be enough for the first down. He gets rode out of bounds, and that's going to be a back-to-back first down plays.
It looked like, now it looks like he's starting to calm down a little bit and get into a groove, unlike he was earlier where he was moving and trying to throw the ball on the move. These last 2 plays, he's kind of set his feet and got it out there where he needed to for his receivers.
Funny how you say groove just after we read a promo for APM Music. Trips to the bottom 2 receivers to the bottom of the formation, 1 receiver to the top. Christian Brown under center. He's got Martinez in the backfield offset. Throwing it, and a nice route. Eagle Mondavi with the grab, and that's going to be 2nd and 1. Here we go, hustling back to the line of scrimmage. Christian Brown waiting for everybody to get set. Defense for the Vultures are adjusting big time. Play action. Brown. Pressure. He goes down.
Wow, he gets set, and he looks up, and he is down before he realized what happened to him.
The man they call Sir Ron Yates gets credited with the sack. Throwing it out to Martinez, breaks off a 1, but then there's the cavalry coming to close that one in. Keenan Samuels, along with Austin Brigham on the tackle.
You got to wonder if that pass right there wasn't due to him being a little gun shy after taking that big hit on the last one, because he really didn't even give his other receivers much time to even progress into their routes like they should have before he done dumped it off.
So we'll see Wolfswinkel attempt a field goal, 2 for 2. High snap, but it's corralled. Put down, and the leg is through the uprights, and that's going to be good from 38 yards out. So he's got a 29, a 40, and now a 39 to his credit. Getting a little bit closer, 31-23 now, as the Gladiators just staying within striking distance.
Yeah, everybody knew this right here was coming with the onside. We'll see maybe if St. Louis can work it out to where they can get it, but it's hard to get an onside kick in the SFL.
Here we go. Will they get it up in the air? No. Daley Holler will hold that one in. Coverage of the Simulation Football League on Next Level Sports returns after the convention in Week 4, Saturday, August 14th. Charleston hosts its rival Carolina, followed by a dramatic playoff rematch between the defending champs, Denver Nightwings, taking on the Arizona Scorpions. Stay tuned to the SFL social channels and league website for updated kickoff times. Coming up next week. Wow. First down and 10 already, Week 4. Good grief. And that's going to be thrown across the middle, and that's going to be Mac Chima, who gets up to 89 yards on 7 catches.
Wow, Week 4. It seems like the season only started yesterday, honestly.
Yeah, no joke there. I swear the seasons take forever to get here, and then they go by so quick. 2:20 left to go. St. Louis deciding not to burn a timeout yet. Maybe want to take it down to the 2-minute warning. 2nd down and 4, but the defense needs to get a stop. Full house in the backfield behind Jack Wigmore as the defensive line for St. Louis adjusting pre-snap. One receiver to the bottom of the formation. Handoff to Moorhead. He will be stopped just a yard short, and there's the 2-minute warning. A pivotal 3rd and 1 upcoming when we come back after this. You're watching the SFL on YouTube. Convention in Houston, go crazy. 3rd and 1. St. Louis needs a stop. 2 timeouts remaining. You got T-Roy Gaines. He's going to get the carry. He's going to be stopped before he gets to the first down marker.
Wow. I don't even think he barely got back to the line before he got hit. That was a great stand by the St. Louis defense on a 3rd and 1. So let's see what Baltimore does here.
They're gonna try to tack it on with Shark Tarkington, the lefty, perfect on the season, looking to remain that. Trying to make this back to an 11-point game. Snap is down, kick is on the way. And it's good from 47. Tarkington remains perfect. And the Vultures go up 34-23.
And people say, the kicker has the easiest spot on a team. Not when you come down to situations like this. Not at all. I mean, his heart had to be racing when he kicked it. He held his breath after it left his foot watching that go through.
So now St. Louis, they can't kick any more field goals. Everything has to be into the end zone now. Tarkington boots it deep. Fields it at the 1-yard line. LC Mandavi looking to bring it up and gets past the 20 to the 21. Coverage of the Simulation Football League on For the Fans returns next week, Sunday, August 15th. It's an epic slate of games featuring Brian Craven, Doug Day, Cameron Collier of Louisiana, welcoming their old team Lone Star down to the Bayou. Plus, the high-flying DC Dragons in a rematch of last season's overtime thriller with Mexico City Aztecs. Stay tuned to the SFL social channels and league website for updated kickoff times. Pressure, throws just as he's hit, and it falls incomplete. Could have been the 6th interception, but it falls to the turf.
Yeah, I mean, he looked up, he saw the defense was coming at him, and he just rushed that throw a little bit, which again caused him to underthrow his receiver. Christian Brown's got to calm down. Show that you belong here. I mean, show that veteran prowess that we have seen before. Even though this is your second season, you've shown how you can play, and he's just not playing up to that standard right now.
Seems like it's easier said than done. Trips to the bottom of the formation, one receiver to the top. They've been running this formation a lot. Brown, intercepted! It is the 5th interception for Giovanni Bolt. Good grief.
My goodness, have a game, young man. 5 interceptions in one game. I mean, what's the league record of interceptions in a game?
I got to take a look at that, but 56, he just tied A.J. Levy for 4th all-time, and he came into this one 6th. And that's going to be all she wrote. The Vultures want to get out of here. With 1:37 left to go, I don't blame them. 34-23 will be the final score as the St. Louis Gladiators take their 3rd and final timeout.
My goodness, I mean, I said it before at the beginning of the game, you know, you have to clean up those interceptions, and 6 interceptions has come back to haunt St. Louis today. They had this game, and then it just slipped away from them.
And the victory formation yet again, as we will take a look at game records. So the most interceptions thrown is 9. That was all the way back in season 9. I'm looking, trying to find most interceptions in a season. No, I was looking for single game. So they might have not. Here we go. No, everything's in a season. They don't have the in a game yet for single game.
That's got to be a record. I mean, 5 by Bolt alone is just an accomplishment. But defensive-wise, St. Louis played a great game. Their defense has nothing to hang their head about. Really, the offense doesn't either. They just got to get Christian Brown to clean up those interceptions, and they'll be just fine.
I mean, so back-to-back 6 interception games for Christian Brown. Is it something that maybe, you know, it's getting into his head a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, you know, that's 12 interceptions in 2 games. Something's going to happen this week. They're going to have to sit him down and talk to him and maybe figure out, is it something he's doing in practice or, I mean, I don't know.
Chad, I hate to cut you off, but with 11 seconds left to go, there might be a 7th interception.
Ooh. I'm hoping not.
Here we go. 11 seconds left to go here at the Gateway Coliseum in St. Louis, Missouri. 34-23 is the score. Vultures on top of the Gladiators. As you take a look at Cairo Martinez, who really hasn't been used that much here in the 4th quarter of play. 2 receivers to the bottom of the formation, 1 to the top. Christian Brown under center. Going to throw it out, and that was going to be caught, but out of bounds as it falls incomplete, looking towards Paul Delaveau, but it's going to be 2nd and 10.
I'm not going to lie to you. I held my breath on that pass when I saw the defensive back get between the receiver and the ball. It kind of scared me a little bit.
So 7 seconds left to go. 2nd and 10. Same formation. 2 receivers to the bottom of the formation. 1 to the top. Cairo Martinez offset in the backfield. 5-step drop. Brown shakes out of it, throwing it, and it's going to be caught. Delaveau makes the grab, a little circus play to close out this one, as the Vultures will get the win and improve to 3-0. Meanwhile, St. Louis Gladiators will fall to 1-2. Chad, we said it was going to probably be a good game. We didn't know it was going to be an interception turnover game.
Yeah, I know. 9 interceptions between both teams. Woo! That was a heck of a stat right there in itself. Congratulations to Baltimore the win. St. Louis, just keep your head up, keep pushing. You guys are a great team. Nothing to hang your head about. My player of the game, honestly, is going to have to be Giovanni Bolt with 5 interceptions. I don't know if that's going to be agreed upon with me, but we'll see what they have to say here.
Yeah, I mean, remember, it was 17-7 St. Louis, and then all of a sudden Giovanni Bolt was like, okay, hold my beer, and he just took over the rest of this game, and really the Vultures capitalized on the points off of turnovers, and that seemingly that was the downfall for the Gladiators in this game, was just the interceptions are one thing, but then when you give up points at the other end, that's a whole different ball game.
Yeah, you can't give up that many interceptions and expect to win a ball game. And then you had Mack also, who had a couple interceptions. So the Baltimore defense came in that second half, and seen them play many a times before.
Yeah, everybody taking a look at the highlights. There's another shout out to the Houston, Texas, where the convention is going on. Shout out to everybody watching this one here Sunday morning, and what a way to start the Sunday slate of games at the convention. And this was a good one from start to finish, as momentarily we will get the player of the game. But man, oh man, just what do you what has to happen next week for St. Louis, or in the practice leading up to this week, to maybe calm Christian Brown down?
They're just going to have to get him more reps out there. I mean, that's the only way you can get it out of your head, is work through it. But if he can't work through it, this is going to be a long season for Christian Brown. You can't have a season where you go 6 interceptions 2 weeks in a row. He's going to have to sit down and reflect back on what could he do. As you saw, a lot of them came when he was on the move. So yeah, he's going to have to learn to set those feet and make great throws.
So just a great game, as the Vultures 34-23 victorious winners, and keeps the streak alive. And we even saw some records being shattered by Giovanni Bolt, who propels himself in one game from 6th to tied for 4th in interceptions. And here's the player of the game. They're going to give it to Jack Wigmore.
Jack Wigmore. I'm not saying Jack Wigmore doesn't deserve it. Congratulations, 102 quarterback rating and 4 TDs, but I think the 5 interceptions, was the show today. But congratulations to Jack Wigmore on player of the game.
So on behalf of my analyst, Chad Nevels, and of course the executive producer of the SFL, Cameron Irvine, I'm Jeff Melanishin, and this has been a presentation of the Simulation Football League. The final score, Baltimore getting the win yet again, 34-23. And that's going to do it from here. Everybody have a good one and stay safe at the convention.